Zephaniah chapter 3. Hoyamora Winigahala Hayona. Woe to the one filthy and defiled, the city, the oppressing city. Lo Hashama'a Baqol. She listened not by means of voice. Lo halaqaha musar. She did not take correction, instruction. But Yahweh lo habataha. In Yahweh she did not trust. Eloheloha lo haqarreba. To her God she did not draw near. Sharraha beqirbah arayot shohagim. Her princes in her midst are lions roaring. Thorfataha zehebe agharb. Her judges are wolves of evening. Lo hagaramu labokar. They do not gnaw the bones as far as the morning. Nebiyaha por hazim. Her prophets are frothy people. Anashe borgadot. Treacherous men of treacheries. Kohanaha helalu kodesh. Her priests, they have profaned holiness. Hamasu Torah. They have done violence to Torah. Yahweh Sadiq Beqirabah. Yahweh is righteous in her midst. Lo Yasha Awallah. He shall not effectuate iniquity. Babokar mithapat o yitenalahor. In the morning, his justice he gives to the light. Lo ne'adar. It is not lacking. Walo yo there awal borshet. And the unjust one is not one knowing shame. Hikarati goyim. I have cut off nations. Na shammu pinotam. Their corners or battlements are desolated. Hecharabti huthotam mibeli over. I have wasted their streets from there not being one passing. Nithadu arehem. Their cities are laid waste. Mibelish, without a man. Men yotheb, from there not being an inhabitant. Amarati akatirahi hoti tikahi musar. I have said, only fear thou me. Take thou instruction. And her dwelling would not be cut off. Kol atarpaqadti alaha, all which I have visited upon her. Achen tishakimu hishahitu kol alilotam. Therefore, they rose early. Therefore, or indeed, surely they rose up early. They corrupted all their doings. Lakin hakuli nom Yahweh. Therefore, wait ye for me, a declaration of Yahweh. Liyom qomi la'ad, for the day of my rising to the booty, to the prey. Ki mithapati lesof goyim, for my judgment is to gather nations. Leqobthi mamlakot, to gather kingdoms. Lishapoka alehem za'ami, to pour out upon them my indignation. Kol haron hapi, all the heat of my anger. Ki be'eshaqinahati, te'akel kol haaretz, for in the fire of my jealousy all the earth shall be consumed. Ki haz ehepoka el amim, for now I shall turn to turn to peoples, shafa barura, a pure lip, liqaroh kulam b'shem Yahweh, for all of them to call by the name of Yahweh. La'abdo shechem ehad, to serve him, one shoulder. Me'ever l'nahare Kush, from beyond to the rivers of Cush. Atharai bataputhai, my worshippers, the daughter of my dispersed one. Yobilun minahati, they shall bring my grain offering. By Yomahahu lo tevoshu mikol alilotaich, in that day thou shalt not be shamed from all thy doings. Atarapashat be which thou hast done against me. Ki hazahasir mikirbek alizegahwatek, for then I shall bind up from thy midst. I shall turn aside from thy midst the exalting ones of thy pride. And thou shalt not add any more, for to be lofty. Bahar Qodshi, in my mountain of holiness. Uhisharati Bekirbek, and I shall leave in thy midst Am'ani Wadal, a people afflicted and poor. Wahasu B'Shem Yahweh, and they shall take refuge in the name of Yahweh. Sherit Yisrael lo ya'ashu awallah, the remnant of Yisrael shall not effectuate iniquity, injustice. V'lo yidabberu kazab, and they shall not speak a lie. V'lo yimateh befihem l'shon tarmit, and a tongue of treachery shall not be found in their mouth. Ki hemma yira'u warabathu when mahrid, for they shall feed and they shall lie down, and there is not one making afraid. Roni bat Zion, harichu Yisrael, sing thou, O daughter of Zion, roar a rumbling roar, O Yisrael, Shimechi wa'alazi, b'kol leb, but Yerushalem. Be thou glad And rejoice thou in all heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. Hesir Yahweh mithapateich. Yahweh hath removed thy judgments. Pinna hoyevek, the battlement of thy enemy. Or he hath turned aside thy enemy. Melech Yisrael Yahweh bekirbek. The King of Yisrael is Yahweh in thy midst. Lo hetira od. Thou shalt not fear evil any longer. By Yom Hahu, in that day, Yehamer Yerushalem alatirai. It shall be said to Jerusalem, thou shalt not fear. Zion alayirapu yadaik. Zion, let not thy hands be weak or slack. Yahweh Elohaik bekirbek, Gibor Yoshi. Yahweh thy God is in thy midst, a mighty one, saving. Yashisha alaik b'shimcha. He shall rejoice over thee in joy. Yaharish b'ahavato. He shall be silent in his love. Yagila alaik b'rinna. He shall be joyful over thee in singing. Nuge mimoed. The ones grieving from the appointment, or from lack of the appointment, God's appointed times, perhaps. Sapati, I shall gather them. Mimekahayu, from thee they shall be. Mashet aleha, herpa. The burden upon her was reproach. Hinneni osher, behold me effectuating et the kolam randaik, with all those oppressing thee. Ba'et hahi, in that time. Wahosha'ati et hathole'a, wahaniddaha aqabbeth. And I shall save the lame ones, and the lame one and the driven out one I shall gather. V'shamatim litahillahu l'shem b'kol ha'aretz boshatam. And I shall set them for a praise and for a name in all the land of their shame. Or their shame was in all the land. Ba'et hahi avi etakum. In that time I shall bring you. Waba'et qabbati etakum. And in the time of my gathering you. Ki eten etakum l'shem ulitahillah b'kol ammeh haaretz. For I shall give you for a name and for a praise among all the peoples of the land. B'shubi b'thubi et shavotechem le'enechem amar Yahweh. In my returning your captivities before your eyes, Yahweh hath said.